All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much, Teresa. Thank you for helping on that. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, from wherever you're joining from. It'll be nice. Thank you for those who have been making the comment section public. Please let us know where you're joining in from, and also to our viewers on YouTube. Please let us know where you're joining in from. Great. Welcome, Chinemirim. Welcome. I see Chinemirim from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, welcome, Bapola. Welcome from Bauchi. Amazing. Yeah, and welcome, Virginia. It's so good to see you. Hi, hello. It's good to see you. Welcome all the way from Los Angeles. And yeah, welcome to Ogechi all the way from Abuja, Nigeria. Welcome, welcome. It'll be nice to people on the call on the YouTube live session. Please let us know where you're joining in from. It'll be really nice to see you this beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening from wherever you're joining from. All right. Now that we are here, I want to say welcome to everybody. And Adefunke, it's great to see you. Welcome. Now that we're all here, I think we'll just go right to the program, the agenda for today. And just about that, we'll be discussing, what is about Leap Africa really? What is Leap Leadership Institute? What does it mean? And to be doing that, I'll call on Ferdinand Erika, who is a senior programs and the e-learning learning lead. Over to you, Ferdinand. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Adina. My apologies. My internet keeps notifying me that it's a bit shaky. So forgive me. I need to switch up my video at this time. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. I'm trying to see the chats. It would be nice to know where people are coming from. Calling on this call. I can see Lagos. I can see Los Angeles. Oh, that's nice. Please keep it coming. It's been nice to just see a lot of the people on the call. So not to waste our time. So yes, like my colleague had rightly said, so my name is Ferdinand. Currently the lead for the learning, innovation and technology units here at Leap Africa. And I will talk a bit about Leap Africa, then I will talk about our leadership, our Leap Leadership Institutes. So yeah, let me minute. Okay, yeah. So who are we? Leap Africa. So Leap Africa is a 22-year-old Pan-African non-profit organization. We are based in Nigeria, and we do have footsteps in other African countries, countries like Ghana, Kenya, Malawi, Rwanda, Ethiopia, just to mention a few. We are all about empowering young African leaders to drive positive change. Our programs provide leadership training, mentorship, and resources that equip them with the skills and mindsets needed to make a difference in their communities. Our focus on innovation and sustainability ensures that our leaders are empowered for today and equipped to tackle tomorrow's challenges head on. We are passionate about fostering a new generation of change makers who will eventually shape the future of Africa. That in a nutshell, that is Leap Africa. A lot of you have heard about us, out there. I mean, we have been in this space for 22 years now, and because of that, Leap Africa saw the need to create an institute, which is called Leap Leadership Institute. And what is the Leap Leadership Institute? The Leap Leadership Institute is basically the go-to hub for evidence-based youth development across Africa. We offer a range of specialized courses, cohort-based and self-based, aimed at empowering both youth professionals and youth-led organizations. The Leap Leadership Institute is also very particular about research and thought leadership, driving insights that inform strategic decisions. And of course, we don't just stop there. We provide tailored tech advisory services to governments and agencies. helping them to tap into incredible potentials of the African youths that are out there. So in a nutshell, LLI is also it's about empowering the next generation of African leaders and change makers that would see how we can transform Africa to the heights of where it's supposed to be. So yeah, that's really basically it about Leap Africa and our Leap Leadership Institutes. And we are really thrilled to have you guys on this call, especially most of you who signed up for our leadership accelerator program. Before I hand over to my colleague Ademisola, I just really want to thank everyone for signing up, and I can assure you that you would have a very, very exciting learning experience with us. We are very particular about how Africans learn by Africans. So we're looking forward to seeing how you have experience with us, and looking forward to seeing how your personal development will grow the next couple of weeks into months. So thank you so much for having us. And at this point, I would be yielding the mic to my colleague Ademisola, who would now speak about our leadership accelerator program and give you more details. And there's a Q&A for you guys to experience, and we're here on the call to listen to you while we embark on this journey. So thank you so much. And Ademisola, you have the floor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ferdinand. Thank you so much. I think that we really, in just a few minutes, learned a lot about Leap Africa and LLI. Okay. Before I go into what the Leap Leadership Accelerator program is, I would just ask that we watch a short clip of what the experience has been so far before I deep dive into what the Leadership Accelerator program is. So over to you, our IT team. So perhaps there's a bit of a technical issue with that. Just trying to see. Okay. All right. If we're able to play that, maybe we'll just keep trying to later. I think that I will just then, speak on, what the Leadership Accelerator program is. And I just want to share a quick slide with us to see. Please let me know if you can't see my screen. So. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Can everybody see my screen? Okay, great. Thank you very much, Nimiri. All right. So yes, here we are on the Leadership Accelerator program. So we want to see what does this mean? What are the phases? Why are you here, basically? All right. So I'm trying to navigate this. Okay, so what is the Leadership Accelerator program? It's the capacity building initiative designed to address the gender disparity in women's leadership on the African continent. It's specifically tailored for high potential young African women in the corporate setting. So if you find yourself on this, if you got the email to say that you're in, then what we're saying is that you're a high potential young African woman in the corporate space. And what we're trying to do is to equip participants with the necessary skills and knowledge to ascend leadership positions. There is always, this conversation about we don't have enough women in the corporate space. We don't have enough women leading. And, so what we want to do in essence is to upskill young African women to be able to fill the gaps, the gender gap in the leadership corporate setting. Moving on from that, so for the Leadership Accelerator program, we have 4 progressive phases. So that means from one phase to another phase to another phase to another phase, then you're done. So this is going to be intense, but I promise you that it's going to be one of the best programs you've signed up for the year 2024. So the first step, the first phase now that you are in is the free online course. So the free online course has so the free online has 10 short-paced modules with films that you watch, real life scenarios. The modules are things like career mapping and prospecting for the future. How do you develop executive presence? You know what? So now that, for instance, now that I'm working as a program coordinator, what should be my next step? What should I be heading to? We're going to be having this kind of conversations with you on the short courses that you'll be having. Then, you know, we're going to be talking about how do you manage your finances. It's going to be when you enter into the LMS, learning management system, you are in for an exciting ride because all of the facilitators will speak experientially and they will also, you know, be speaking as thought leaders in those aspects that we have asked them to speak on the, like, the different modules that we have. From the different modules, you also be, you know, watching videos from SEMA Studios. You will get to know about them in a bit. And I assure you that some of these videos you're watching them, you're like, wow, like this is really happening. You're going to be watching real life scenarios of the courses that you'll be taking. And all of this will be on issues that affect women in the workplace and that hinders them from thriving professionally. Then you have the next thing, which is the paid 1 week intensive bootcamp. Can I quickly call out here that even if it's paid, it's highly subsidized. I see a lot of questions from some of you. It's highly subsidized and it's discounted at the 1,000. So it's for each person, it should be $1,500, but we have highly subsidized it to just $200 for each person to join the to join the boot camp. So now you don't just get to the boot camp. From the online courses, what you'll be having is at the end of the online courses, you will then be having a general assessment, like an exam basically your plan to score at least 70 and above to stand a chance of being invited for the boot camp. The boot camp is going to happen in Lagos, Nigeria, and we're looking to having it in July. And so, you know, that's how you get into the boot camp. At the boot camp, there's going to be a lot of conversations. We're going to be giving you case studies from Harvard Business School, from Lagos Business School. We're going to be having you come present. You're going to be pairing up with your in teams so that you can then come present on these case studies. These case studies are real life scenarios. They are real life issues. Let me give you a bit of a sneak peek into the case studies. There are some case studies that are asking you, as a woman, you just got married, and then your marriage is taking you from where you are to another place. What do you intend to do? What are some leadership decisions that you need to make? Then you as a group will come together and, you know, come present on these case studies. There are also going to be panel sessions where we're speaking on topical issues. There's going to be male allyship session. This is, you know, we talk about women leadership a lot. We said, you know, it would have been nice to talk about women leadership, and we don't bring the men in. These are the men making the decisions. Can I get yes in the comment section? And we're about to turn things around as women. So we want to have, you know, the men come in and tell us, how do you perceive women? What's the conversation like? You know, why do you think that women are not moving into leadership position? Let us hear from their own aspect as well. So we're having a male allyship session. Then of course you're going to be having movie time. You're going to be having we're going to be having tourism time where we're taking you out to like do like different activities at the boot camp. Somebody said, how we had a spa session. It's still in consideration, but we're thinking of that as well. Then at the end of the boot camp, of course, you get a certificate and you move right into the capstone project. The capstone project will be issues that you have identified, you know, while you have attended this online course and the boot camp. Now, what are the leadership issues that you have identified from your own organization, community, or society, or even country that you would like to tackle head on? So we're going to be it's going to be entirely on you. It's going to be your leadership program. We're also going to not just let you do it alone. We're also going to be monitoring you. We're going to be giving you advice for the capstone projects that you may have chosen. Then the next goes to the 3-month intensive mentorship program, where we are pairing with a mentor, one-on-one mentor, who will be speaking to you on specific areas that you have that you have identified. Your mentor will be having conversations with you. You'll be speaking to your mentor on different issues, and you getting real life solutions. Solutions will be provided to you from your mentors on issues that you have identified. There'll be a monthly check-in just to be sure that you're not just joining the call, you are getting value actually from this mentorship. And how about your mentor being your career sponsor later? After all, they say African women are over mentored and under sponsored. So we're looking to getting into that as well for you. And I think one partner that we have on board for this at the moment is WILAN, and I'm sure that the people who are currently under their mentorship for 2023 have been having a really good time. So that's majorly the faces of the Leadership Accelerator program. And I know that you have tons of questions, and that is why we're here. We will be answering your questions one after the other. So basically, that's the steps for the Leadership Accelerator program. I think that right now, if we can't play the video, I think that right now we'll just get testimonials from people who were at the Leadership Accelerator program as at 2023. I'm so excited because I heard some of their stories and I was blown away as an individual. So I'm hoping that it has the same effect on you. So thank you, and let us move right to the testimonials. Thank you. All right. I can see somebody in the comment section saying, Bali is saying the mentor is literally exactly what I need this season. Amazing. All right, great. All right. So I think I will then give it to Bapola to please share what has been our journey so far on Leadership Accelerator program. Over to you, Bali.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining from. My name is Balpolam Idi, and I'm excited that you are on this journey. So first of all, I'll say congratulations. To share my little story with the Leadership Accelerator program is that I was actually looking to pivot because I've been working in the non-profit sector for a while, and I was quite confused as to how to move to communications because I'm a writer and I really wanted to focus on it. But from the online courses, I think that credit to the LEAP team because everything is very fine-tuned and curated for you. So the career mapping sessions, the film lead sessions, everything was just, slowly gearing me towards what to expect. And it was amazing. So it helped me start navigating, rerouting my course. But I never expected what I got on the bootcamp. Not to scream or shout, but the bootcamp was everything. I think that if we could pay value for the value we got, no amount of money will be enough. We networked with people above, people horizontally, vertically. We had a very intense safe space where we talked about our experiences in the workplace, which is something that you don't really hear anywhere. People were vulnerable, and we talked about the toxicity that we've come to internalize as women. We endure it, and we found solutions on how to approach and speak for ourselves, advocate, and get out of this. Very way. So going past the boot camp, I made friends. I mean, like my favorite people, one is in Sierra Leone, the other one is in Uganda. I hope to travel and meet them soon. And the capstone project was basically me pouring out everything I'd learned and trying to add value to the people I work with. We're currently on the 3 months mentorship session, and that's what I was talking about. My mentor is perfect for me. She's just helping me do everything I need, and I can see that I'm almost at my goal. I can't wait. So I'm excited for you guys. Congratulations once again, and I wish you all the best.
Wow, Bapola, thank you so much. That's so great. I think that, okay, like I said, get ready to be blown away. Chinemerim, I don't know if you're on the call now. It would be nice to hear from you as well. All right, over to you, Chinemerim.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, good evening, wherever you're joining from. So my name is Chinemerim, and I'm an economics by profession, with a couple of certification and hands-on experience in the development sector. So basically, I was part of the founding cohort of the Leadership Accelerator program for young African women, and I had the best experience learning, building connections, and advancing my career. My most enjoyed segment of the program is the 5-day physical bootcamp with a lineup of amazing sessions on leadership, the case study, the safe space conversation, the concept of being globally Black. And then there's this session that stood out for me how to think like a boss, your career, and your mindset. And what I took away from that particular session is taking ownership and understanding that my reputation precedes me. And I need to build a reputation that even in my absence, it should speak for me. And then a second session that was so amazing that stood out for me has to do with, that's a session of making impact as a female career professional by Debbie Larry, that's the chief operating officer of WILAN Media. And there's something she talked about, your why, identifying your why, because when I joined this program, I was in between understanding what I'm supposed to do, what's my why, which sector should I focus on, where should I niche down. But then attending that program, and then I asked that question, and she recommended a book for me to read. And that book has been super amazing. It says those that start with why never manipulate, they inspire. And people follow them not because they have to, but they follow them because they want to. And in building leadership or in building executive presence, you need to understand your why, and that's what will actually attract people to you. And regarding all my takeaways from the bootcamp section. So I've always had that fear, like I'm not ready yet to go into leadership and all of that. I've always been taken aback. But recently something happened, like a role was advertised. I had all the qualification apart from one, which is 10 years experience. I almost withdrew from applying for it, but I challenged myself, like, why would you, after all the things you've learned and everything, throughout those programs. So I encouraged myself to apply, and I was able to package my CV and wrote my cover letter. I mean, I've not been called in for the role, but that confidence to overcome the fear that I'm not qualified or fully qualified to apply for it. I was able to overcome that all because of the things I've gained from this boot camp or from the Leadership Accelerator program. And lastly would be, or in addition, would be my mentoring program. I mean, I just had my first call with my mentor, but it's been super amazing. The fact that she was able to welcome and acknowledge the feat I've achieved, and also, I mean, she gave me that assurance that your goals are valid and you can achieve it. And this is why I am here. I'm here to help you achieve all of these goals. There were so many lofty goals, but she gave me that assurance, and that was actually what I needed. Someone that could tell me, you can do this, and I'm here to support you to do this. So for everyone that has joined this call or that is thinking of stopping at just the online, because this is me telling you that you have to finish this to the end of it, and that is how you will get the most out of this program. Thank you so much.
Amazing, Chinemere. Thank you so much for sharing that. So I guess I'm going back to that topic again, think like a boss. It was really, really great. All right, I think that I'll give it over to Onyidamola Fashogbon. Please, over to you, Onyidamola.
All right, thank you very much, Ademi Sola. I'm trying to be on camera. Okay, yeah, got it. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, I guess. My name is Uyi Fashogbon, and I also joined the Leadership Accelerator program, yeah, last year. And sincerely, it was a very exciting one. I know everybody's talked about the boot camp, but for me, I started getting value from even the online course. Yeah. Usually I would take courses and I would just feel like, oh yeah, I know this and no notes. But I think for almost every module of the online session, I had something to write down. And that was, in short, that was my push. So the minute I got the mail for the boot camp, I did not wait. I'm sure I was one of the first people to send money because I was eager. You know, when you've seen the value you got for free, then you now imagine the value you will get when you pay for it. So that was the motivation for me. So this is like everybody's encouraging, take every part of it. If for whatever reason you're not able to go beyond the online session, trust me, the value you would get, that's you would see it. You would see the caliber of women that will be taking you through, like Ademisola said, practical real life scenarios. Yeah, you could literally see yourself in whatever scenarios they paint. So it was a very exciting one for me. The boot camp was wonderful. It was an intensive one. It wasn't a vacation. You know, when I packed my box and I wanted to go, I was like, yeah, 1 week away from work. But no, it wasn't 1 week from work. It was an intensive one. And we had wonderful women come take us through stuff. And the takeaway for me from that was The morning exercises. Okay, so I joined twice and I stopped because I was about to faint as that second day. So, but I think the key takeaway from me was, irrespective of what you think your challenge is, personally, financially, career-wise, you would not be the first person to go through it. And there are women who have walked that road, and now they are available to take our hands through. And that is, I think that was the biggest consolation for me from all of that, that yeah, we will face challenges as human beings, as women specifically. Like there are some challenges that are for the woman, right? But then there are women who have passed this road, and we are now having the opportunity to have them guide us through the process. So when you get to the boot camp and you get to have one-on-one session, please open your mouth to talk. It is going to be a learning, and it's not just one person coming to teach you. You will share. So please feel free to share, because somebody will be learning from you and you will be learning from someone also. Make lots of friends, and you never can tell where the opportunity will come from. Mentorship, interestingly, I don't know how Lip did it. My mentor, she mentioned something, was it yesterday or Wednesday? She was like, we have very similar journeys. And I'm like, I don't know how Lip just brought us together. So irrespective of what's the reason, your motivation for joining, I am very positive, 100% positive that you will get value from this, because I got value and so many other ladies did. So thank you very much, Leap Africa, and thank you for having me share my story.
Thank you very much, Siobhan. Now, because you didn't finish your exercises, but then it was really great for you. I think I'll give you over to Princess. Princess, confirm you can speak now. Princess Gunji. I don't know if Princess can hear us. All right. If Princess is unable to hear us, can I hear from Ajiji? Can you hear us, Ajiji?
Hello.
Okay, Princess. Hi, Princess.
Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. My name is Princess G. Marcus from Bauchi State. I'm a spinal cord injury. Also, I work with Network of Women with Disability. I really want to commend the work of Live Africa and Leadership Appreciation Program, because they are really doing wonderful. And as a person with disability, I always look at myself as someone that I can't, because we have this issue of discrimination and gender-based violence. So at times we attend a program like this, people look at us as if we have nothing to contribute. We have nothing to say or to even do either. But I think with this bootcamp, I was like, wow, when I get to bootcamp, people are like my friends, I meet different people, where they treat me, it was really nice. And I really recommend the organizers of the program too. It was really wow. And my takeaway note is that I'm enough. Yeah, I'm enough, because the session that really moved me was that no matter who you are, no matter what you are, don't look at your disability. Look at what you carry, look at your heart, and allow your heart to lead you, because disability is in the heart. If you allow your heart to be neglected, that's where the disability will come in. So with that, I really appreciate Leap Africa. I really say thank you, because I learned a lot, and I meet the people, the way everything was moving nice, smile. Honestly, I say thank you to that. I'm saying wow from there. Thank you so much from me. Love you all.
Love you right back, Princess. Thank you so much. Now I'll just give it over to Tinuade. Tinuade, are you there? Oh, sorry, Tinu. Let's Ajiji, come on.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, thank you. Ajiji, can you hear us?
Yes. Okay, good evening. My name is Ajiji. Can you hear me, please? Okay.
Loud and clear.
My name is Ajiji Martin, and I'm a humanitarian from the Northeast. Like I always said, LEAP is where every woman should be. Actually, LEAP is a life changer for me, because when I went for the Leadership Accelerator Bootcamp, I was in a roller coaster of emotions, but LEAP is a safe space for me, where I find comfort, where I find peace, where my life changed. My life really changed. And I assure you that somebody that is in this program, his life is gonna change too, just like mine. And I'm super grateful, because I learned to love myself. In the Leadership Accelerator program, especially the boot camp, I learned to love myself because of those sessions. Like, there are times that I feel guilty for not for just some things, but I just discovered that it's very okay to love yourself. And then I learned to balance. I learned to balance my family and my career. It's something that I've been struggling with, but I got an assurance on how to balance it and how to take care of my family and how to balance my career. Because if I neglect one, I will suffer. And then the knowledge and the certificate I got, oh my God, the knowledge, your CV will just move to another level because you have the certification, you have the knowledge, and then you discover that you will receive more invites. You receive more invite for tests and for interviews. Then you know now you have the knowledge, so you can prove yourself. And then it helps me to advocate for other women and girls. I became very, when I say sensitive, I became very sensitive on how to relate with women. I feel their pain, I understand them, and I become very kind because I want them to feel safe. As a woman leading, or as a woman in leadership, I want them to feel safe. I want them to feel loved. And then I also, the boot camp gave me an opportunity to network. Oh my God, you're going to meet amazing women. Aderisola, we need another reunion. We need another reunion because, oh my God, I met amazing ladies. Those session is kind of time. It teaches me how to manage my time. It helps me with my finances too. I've been struggling with financial management, but now I can save. I also registered my company. Yeah, you heard me. I registered my company. I was able to do more. And then I encourage others from the Northeast to participate in this program. I know that LEAP will be like, wow, what is happening? People from Adamawa, people from Gombe, people from Borno are applying, and then they are getting it. I encourage women. LEAP is where you should be. And then the mentorship program, oh my God, that mentor is a pro version of me, the pro max, what I want to be. She has already been there. So I'm on track. I know I will be successful. I know I will be a good leader. I know everything will work out for me. I can't say much. I have a lot to say, but thank you, Leap. And the organization, oh my God, I give it up for the LEAP program and organizers, Derry, Ahmed, Annabelle. Oh my God, they will change the hall for you. They will do other things that will make you calm down. There are enough PSS, psychosocial support everywhere. The care, the love, the kindness, they waited for us. Our flight landed like 1, 2. They are still there. You never see anything. Just be here, please. Just be here. Just endure. Just be patient to the end. The mentors are amazing. I don't know how you people do it, but you inspire me a lot. Thank you very much. I'm so super glad to be here. Please, Daddy, we need reunion. We need the reunion. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Ajitu. Please, nobody should try to make us cry on this call, I beg you. I think I'll just give it finally over to Tinuade. This has been a lot. Tinuade, please, over to you.
Hello. Hi, everyone. It's so good to be here this afternoon again. Oh, my word. My journey with Leap Africa. Jesus. It's been amazing. It was amazing. It was a transformative experience for me personally. Because, well, I've always been I'd rather be in the background kind of person. I'd rather be led than to lead. But this program actually made me see more reasons why I should be in the forefront. Yeah. From the, like Oyin said, from the first part of the lectures we had down to, coming to the boot camp. Oh my word, beautiful. Yes, I got a nickname, career advancement, and then he has stuck ever since. It's a beautiful one for me. The program has fostered now I'm able to do things for myself, things that I feel like it does not really matter now I have a voice for myself. So I want to tell all of you, everybody has said a lot. So I'm just going to say congratulations to everyone in this new cohort. I can tell you for sure you're going to come out more refined. Oh, I miss you too. You're going to come out more refined like gold. You're going to become a better woman. You're going to be unstoppable. Your confidence is going to go top notch. You're going to go from the back person to the front person, always advocating, always speaking up for the other women. I mean, it's an eye opener for me personally. So I'm definitely sure it's going to be an eye opener for every other person. Your career, of course, career advancement, that one is for sure. Your career will definitely blaze. It will soar. The certificate has opened doors for me, absolutely. I met new friends, I met new allies, I met his number one, of course. And then the people, Darren, Ahmed, Amabel, everybody, they are so humble, they are so relatable, they shared their own experiences. It's not like they went to go and download from anywhere. It's a really nice thing. It's really relatable when you hear people talk about their own experiences. We shared our tears together, we shared the laughter. The food was amazing. I mean, I got fatter when I came out. Trust me, of course. And definitely you to just prove to you that you've been missing out, actually. If you're not at Leap Africa, then where would you be? You know. So yeah, trails to career advancement for all of you. Thank you very much for having me, Leap Africa.
Thank you so much, Dino. Thank you, everyone who was able to speak on the call. We can't take all of you, that's why. So we're sorry. Just quickly play that short video. Teresa, confirm that we're ready for that now, so that we quickly play that short video, and then we'll have SEMA. You please.
Wish we had this instead.
So thankful to Leap Africa for this very great opportunity. I can't believe I came all the way from Uganda.
I wish we had this instead. We had something like this in Sierra Leone.
These women are amazing women, and I'm truly proud to have networked and learned so much beside them. They've become my sisters.
This being the very last day at Leap, I want to honestly state that I do not regret even a single second or even a single penny that I spent to be here. I left Kenya, came to Lagos for the Leap Africa program with expectations. And I dare say that this was beyond what I expected. What I've experienced here is more than what I expected. I feel changed. I don't know how to put this in words because this program has changed my life. It's just given me a U-turn. In fact, I don't even want to go back to Kenya. The weather is so good, so conducive. It's so friendly. The environment is calm. So I don't know regrets coming to Lagos. I love it. I love it. Different tribes have different ways of dressing. You can see they almost even made me a Nigerian. I really enjoyed it. It's lovely. I would like to come back again and again. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And that's just testimonials for people. I'm sure everybody wants to join in now. And now I'll just give it over to so sorry to 2023 cohorts. We have something even more this year. And we're having SEMA Studios joining. And thank you so much, Virginia, for joining just even from the beginning of this call. And Virginia is the presentation director at SEMA Studios. So I'll just give it over to her for the introductions and to speak about what you're supposed to be expecting this year for 2024 cohort. Over to you, Virginia. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the Leap Africa team and the Leadership Institute. It's really a joy to be here today. I'm delighted to meet you all. Those testimonies were amazing. You know, I'm gonna tell you a little anecdote. Since I'm a little girl, I have no idea why, but I've always told my mom and my sister that I wanted to be an African woman in my next life. I have no idea why, but I always tell them, I don't know, I feel this love, you know, I see you, I always have admired you, and now that I have this chance to share this space with you, I would love that more than before, and So if you stay around for my next live, maybe I can join the program. I would love that. It's really amazing. So a part of that anecdote, but I really wanted to share the how honored we are to start this journey together with Leap Africa. This is our first year collaborating, and before I give you more details on how we're gonna partner this year, let me give you a brief introduction of what we do at SEMA Studios. So SEMA is a global nonprofit organization based in Los Angeles, California, in United States, but we really work at a global scope. So the reason why SEMA exists is to use social impact films as a tool for transformation and to advance quality education. So every year we host what we call the SEMA Awards. SEMA is the acronym for Social Impact Media Awards. So that's the moment of the year when we source all our films, all our content from every corner of the world. So we receive around 300 films every year, and all our films are documentaries. So it's a kind of storytelling that is very authentic and allow the audience, us, now you, to really connect with the characters, the individuals, the communities behind those stories. And while you learn about a specific issue, a social or an environmental issue, from this local perspective and very real perspective, right? While you learn about that, you also develop some, what I like to call essential skills, like empathy, like compassion, like also you see in action the importance of community building, of collaboration, of curiosity. So you're gonna see that in these films, you're gonna have the chance to learn both. You're gonna learn more about the complexity, the root causes of a certain issue, and also you're gonna get inspired by these individuals or communities really working on solutions at the front line of different issues. Well, and that's how we source this type of films, right? And then we have a streaming platform called SEMA Academy. That is the platform that you will all have access to during the program and beyond the program. And SEMA Academy, imagine, it's like a Netflix for change makers. So the way you navigate the platform and you access the content is super familiar for all of us now. But the main difference with Netflix, for instance, is that first, that all the content is focused on social and environmental issues, and it's being used a lot in leadership development and trainings, because it really gives you the inspiration to take action around that topic. So how we gonna do this? We have curated. You'll see that the platform. Well, I was going to say that the main difference for me, comparing to Netflix, is the way we source the content, because it is through these awards, and so all the content is highly curated and vetted. And so we do not produce the films, but we only distribute them. And that guarantees the diversity of perspectives around one issue. And we think that's so valuable, to really not to have like one mainstream idea that we want to push for our agenda, but we just want to amplify a diversity of voices around one issue. So we really hope you all enjoy having access to this beautiful and powerful content while you learn in the different modules during the online course, and also during the other phases as well. You can still use it for the boot camp. You can use it for the capstone project and beyond. So what we did together with the LEAP Africa team was to curate specific films for you. So you, at the beginning, you don't get lost in this ocean of amazing films, because right now there are around 300 short documentaries in the platform. That's another good point, that all the content on SEMA Academy is under 40 minutes. So it's an easier way to digest content. So it's very easy to look for the content. You have different filters. Let's say you say, okay, I'm interested on the issue of climate, refugees, and women opportunities in Africa. So and I need a film that is under 20 minutes. So you go click, 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 and from 300 films, you end up with 2 maybe, you know. So it really helps you to access very high quality and valuable content very quickly, you know, because the content is out there. We don't have a problem nowadays in the world with content, but yes, with quality content and access to it. So what we did together at SEMA and LEAP Africa was to go through all these films and select those that specifically illuminates, like enlight some of the modules you will be learning about during the free online course. So we've selected 7 films that hopefully are going to be inspiring, engaging, you know, and will add to all what you will be learning on that module, and will add this component of learning through visual storytelling that is really special, because as you know, learning by watching a film, especially if it's a real story film, you activate like your different levels of intelligence, right, and wisdom. It's not only with your intellect, with your mind that you're learning, but also with your heart, and you really feel like this eagerness to take action. So hopefully you get that experience. And I think I'm gonna stop there. So but I'm happy to stay till the end of this meeting. So if anybody has like questions, I'm happy to answer them. And you will. Oh, one last thing, we made it like really easy for you to access the films. So below each of the modules, you will, or most of them, you will find a flyer with the film. So if you click there, you can go straight to the film, and log in and access code for you to access the platform for free. So I think that's it. I don't know if you have any other question, or we can wait till the end to answer more questions.
Yes, so we definitely will wait to the end. Thank you very much, Virginia. Thank you so much for speaking on that. I know that the 2023 cohorts are already jealous. We'll try to be nice to you, so you could also access that as well. Okay, right about now, we'll be moving on to the WILAN team, who is ably represented by Olamide Akinlabi. She's the programs manager at the WILAN. Hi, Olamide, over to you.
Hi, Adere Salar, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening from the part of the world you're joining from. Hi, hello, Balopom. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever it is you're joining from. And it is just super exciting to hear the testimonies and the impacts that you have witnessed so far. So the Leadership Accelerator program, like Ademisola had previously mentioned, is executed in partnership with WILAN, Women in Leadership Advancement Network. And like the name denotes, we are really keen to ensure that there is an increase of women in leadership. So health sector, media, political sector, we're really just keen, whatever sector. Don't say because I didn't mention your sector that you're already involved. Literally whatever sector, one of the things that we're really passionate about and our focal point is to ensure that there is an increase of women in leadership across board. And it's for the benefit of everybody, really. It is an economic benefit, it's a social benefit. It is something that is very much needed for the economy to be buoyant, for individual lives to improve, for family standards to also improve as well. And you've heard a lot about the mentorship caring, which is something that WILAN is specifically handling under the Leadership Accelerator program. And every time I hear how that we nailed it on the caring, it delights us, and I'm sure that Adesola feels that way as well. The pairing was done based on the needs assessment, right? Needs assessment form that you fill. So we look at what you have stated very clearly and see who would be the best fit to provide the kind of information, the kind of guidance, the kind of what's the other word now that I can use? Let's just leave it at guidance that you need. And then we go on to make that pairing. And I'm delighted to know that the current cohorts are really, really enjoying their mentorship here. Another thing is, we have a journey sharing session as well, where we bring on board very vast individuals from across the world who would just share their stories with you, share their challenges, share how they've overcome these things. I know now something that is making waves is how that the current managing director of Zenith Bank is a woman with 6 children. And I'm sure that when some of us saw that, we're like, how, So we're going to bring some of these women on board to share their stories. How are you doing it? And how are you excelling? How are you breaking this glass ceiling? So we're looking forward to welcoming you on board to the mentorship bit, while you also scale through the online class. So you have to actually pass through each of the components. It's like what's the code now? It's like the university kind of strata. You go through each level. You go through each level till you eventually graduate. We look forward to also welcome you for the bootcamp. We're really excited about that as well. If you have any other questions, very happy to provide them. Thank you, and well done, Adirisola.
Right. Thank you very much, Olamide, for sharing that. I see, as you say, we need to onboard the Zenith Bank Command. We really should, and I think that we'll look at having that. All right. Now moving on to the questions and the answer session. I see that there are a lot of questions that have been coming up on our YouTube, and so I will just try to answer as many as I can, and maybe my other colleagues will as well chime in. For the ones that we do not answer, I just want to assure you, probably because of time, that once you are onboarded on your LMS, there is actually already a FAQ session there, and you'll see the answers to your question there. And not just that, just to also mention to you that you also have like your support. My colleagues will put it on the comment section where you can send emails to ask specific questions. So if you're not already following us across social media, I think you should start doing that now. Maybe I will ask that Sarah should please help put all of our social media handles so that you can join, and make sure you turn on the subscription on the YouTube for updates that you will be getting. Right, moving into the questions. So I hear the question is saying, if someone out of Nigeria is not able to come to the bootcamp physically, does it mean they cannot continue with the rest of the program activities? Unfortunately, yes. The program is structured that it is in phases, so you cannot do one phase without the other. You can't do the online course without. You can't do the bootcamp without the online course. You can't do the capstone without the bootcamp, and you can't do the mentorship without the bootcamp. So that's how the program is structured. Other question is saying that any special consideration for leaders slightly above 35? I think my question will be, what does slightly above 35 really mean? And of course, the first step in getting invitation for the bootcamp is that you first of all completed the online module. So let me mention that the online modules is just for 3 weeks. It's not going to be extended over 3 weeks. You need to complete every module. On each module, there are articles to read. There are questions to answer. There are I'm trying to remember, there are films to watch. All of these are very compulsory per module. So you need to have finished that. Then, of course, score 70 and above in the general assessment that you will be having, right? So the next question is, do people who only do the online course get a certificate if they are not selected to participate in the bootcamp? Yeah. So this is the thing. You get a certificate, but it's different, way different from certificates for those who will be finishing through on the phases of the courses, of the program. Next question is, do I need to cover, no, must you come for the bootcamp before you get the, yeah, I already mentioned that. So do I need to cover my flights and accommodation personally when I am coming from outside Nigeria? No. So like I said, if you notice, I know that somebody had also said, that $100 seems ridiculously cheap, right? So what we have decided to do is that we are paying for your accommodation, your feeding, and every other thing. We're paying for it, but we are not going to be covering your flights. You're not going to be covering your flights to and through whatever country you're coming in from. And, your $200 would probably be covering for just your food, your accommodation, and every other activity that you'll be involved in. And also to mention that what we've also done is that for your flights, so for instance, if you scheduled your flight already, what we'll also be doing is that we will be picking you up, Leap Africa's representative will be picking you up, or even I personally will be picking you up from the airport to the hotel or to wherever it is that we'll be using for the bootcamp. Somebody saying, are we the ones paying the $200? Yes, I think I already mentioned that. Is a bootcamp residential? Yes, it's absolutely residential for 1 week, basically. So I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Okay. Does missing it mean you cannot continue the program? I think I've mentioned that already, that you can't continue the program if you have missed, if you do not finish your online course or even like move on to the next levels. All right, I think that I see that question a lot. Will we be informed of the date of a bootcamp in July before completion of the courses to confirm our availability? Okay, yes, you will be informed tentatively, please. We're looking at having the bootcamp in the second to the last week in July, but we'll of course have that conversation with those who be coming in, or even before the end of the 3 weeks that you're having. Please note that the 3 weeks starts on Monday, this Monday, 25th of March, and it ends on the 12th of April. That's when the 3 weeks is. And from then, you have your assessment, then you move on to, get an invitation, you're invited for the bootcamp. Somebody's asking if, trying to see that I'm not missing any question. At all the sessions of the program only for, okay, I already mentioned that. Can we have a WhatsApp group as well to share information? So yeah, on the learning management system that you'll be onboarded in, there's going to be a community for you. So on that community is where you get to speak with your your peers, and sometimes get information from there as well. Somebody's asking, will there be funding at the end of the program? Okay, there is no funding at the end of the program. I think that those who are sharing their testimonials will also mention that there was no funding for anyone. What we had rather done is to divert all of those funding into accommodating you for the program and, for every aspect of the activities of the program. The program is actually costed for $1,500, but we have, using the word ridiculously, discounted it at $200 for each participant who will be joining in. So let me see. This is there scholarship for those who cannot afford to pay the $200. Unfortunately, no. But that's why we mentioned them. So last year, the conversation was, oh, we wish you knew earlier. So now you know that the program is going to be coming up in July. So how about start saving up? Just start getting ready for it. I'm sure even before then, you should probably be able to afford that. So what about us? Okay, we won't be able to come to Lagos. If you're unable to come to Lagos, well, sorry about that. Next year, I'm probably thinking of skating to other countries, but I would say we don't know what that country is going to be yet. But right now, we're looking at Lagos, Nigeria. Somebody's saying, who goes to the boot camp? Yeah, the boot camp, like I earlier mentioned, the first thing is you have finished your online courses. The second one is that the test assessment, you have been able to score 70% and above. The third one is that you receive an invitation to attend. And the fourth one will then be that you are paid to attend the boot camp. Then, of course, you can move into the boot camp. What's the duration of this session? Of this, I'm not sure what that question is, but the duration of the boot camp is just 1 week, and the online courses is for 3 weeks. Then you also have a mentorship for 3 months. Yeah, trying to see. Where in Lagos is the boot camp held? And we cannot mention that for security reasons, but whoever is going to be getting to the boot camp, we will definitely be sharing with you where we'll be having the boot camp. Are you going to send invitation letters? Absolutely. So for people who eventually get into the boot camp, who eventually get selected, get invitations, if you want us to reach out to your organization, maybe you get a letter from us, the organization, we're happy to provide that. Also, for those who will be coming from outside the country into Nigeria, we're also able to do an introductory letter for you and whatever it is that you want us to do to help facilitate your visas. Our visas takes 4 weeks. Absolutely. You'll be having ample time to apply for your visas and every other thing. Yeah. At what point do you pay the money? Immediately you get your invitation for the boot camp, we'll give you like a 3 weeks or a 1 month to be able to pay for the boot camp. And after that, we'll close registrations. Please know that registration for the boot camp is only on first come, first served basis only. Once we get the number of people that we are currently preparing for, we'll have to close out just so that we're not rushing into last minutes. Would there be certificates upon completion? Absolutely. There will be certification upon the completion of the program. I think I've been able to answer every question here. But can you tell us how? Okay, somebody says sorry to keep making you repeat yourself, but can you tell us if we have to handle the flights to Nigeria? Yes, you have to handle your flight from Nigeria. However, we'll provide you with the introductory letters to your embassies, right, for your visas. We'll provide that for you. Okay, trying to see. All right. I think that's majorly all of the questions. If there are any other questions, please just let me know, just so that I'm not missing out on any other question. All right. I don't think that there is any other question. So if there are any questions, kindly reach out to our email support, or just ask us. We'll be able to respond to you from there. But from Monday, 25th of March, you will be onboarded to your LMS, and you would have. So okay, yeah, I see your aunt, Virginia. Then you'll be asked to take the online courses. So over to you, Virginia. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't have a question. I just have I forgot to mention to all participants that after they watch each of the films, we've created very brief feedback form, online form for them to give us, well, of course, feedback and their input on how valuable was that film for them. So remember, this is the first time we're doing this together, and we do it because we believe it's going to add a lot of value. But your insights, your inputs are key to see how we move forward, So please take 5 minutes to complete those forms after you watch the films, so we make sure we hear your voice. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Virginia, for mentioning that. Just like I had mentioned also, that so when you are on the LMS, you can't even move to the next level if you've not filled your survey. So that's how it is. So please make sure that you have. So the problem is some people will say, oh, I thought I'd finished. There is no thinking you finished. Make sure that Once you have access to the LMS, finish all of your courses, read all the materials that you need to read, and immediately once it's time for your test assessment, go ahead and take your test assessment. Because if you miss out anything, if you don't watch the movies, for instance, the films, for instance, or you don't even take the survey, then you are not, it will show on your radar that you have not completed the course. So please remember to make sure you dot all the I's and cross all the T's. Also mentioning that in the emails that you received for this session, we had mentioned to you that there is a survey for you. Please note that we're only giving priorities to those people who have filled that survey. So kindly ensure that you fill the survey. I don't know if Pamela is on the call. Okay, I can see Pamela. If you can please quickly share the link of the survey on the call here or even on YouTube so that people who are on the program can take the survey and you don't miss out. Or you can even go to your email to ensure that you fill the survey and you fill your baseline survey and then you join the class. I don't know if there's any other question. If there are no questions, all right. I'm just trying to, so please just give me a minute to check that there are no questions before we move on to the next day. Okay, so somebody's saying you said the payment is inclusive of accommodation and feeding. If one is based in Lagos, can we come from home? No. So we do not have that coming from home, right? To the events, right? So we need everybody because the activities start as early as if I'm not mistaken, 6, 7 a.m. and wants you to be fully immersed. There's sometimes that we're really closing late night. There are times that we're having movie times together. So we can't do a resume. So it's not like a conference that is where that's why it's a boot camp for you to stay in and yet so I'm saying, can I reapply next year if I cannot afford it this year? You know, that would even depend on if you move into, if you're selected your online classes seriously, and also ensure that you finish all of your modules. Also ensure that take your online classes seriously, ensure that you finish all of your modules, ensure that you score 70% and above and get invited for the boot camp. And from now, if I were you, I'll start saving up money to attend the boot camp. All right. I see that there is no other question. All right. Thank you, Pamela. She has shared the survey, the baseline survey. If there are no more questions, I think that I will just hand it over to this next person I'm trying to call now. Her name is Sarah White. She's the e-learning coordinator. And if there's one person that really wants you to learn a lot on your LMS, that wants it to be as seamless as possible, it's Sarah White. Over to you, Sarah, if you're on the call. Thank you. You're on mute, Sarah.
All right. Thank you so much, Adenisola. And I think my network is having issues, so I might just have to turn off my video. So yes, good afternoon, everyone, and it's a pleasure to be here. I'm super excited for this year, and that's because on the LMS side of things, we have so much in store for our learners in a way that learning can be done as seamlessly as possible. So just a brief update on how it's going to go during the online phase of your program. So the first thing is that you get access to the LMS on the 25th of March. So you don't need to be the one to sign up yourself. We would automatically onboard you on the LMS. Just look out for emails on your inbox and then you can take your courses. Now the courses are going to be available for 3 weeks. Please note that because we don't want you to rush things, we want you to really learn. At Leap Africa, we are actually particular about the impact. It's not about the numbers. So we want you to really learn. And for that reason, you will be having access to a selection of modules on weekly basis. So you only have access to modules for week 1 by week 1. And week 2, we open access to others. So if you're done with your modules for week 1, say on Wednesday, it would be nice for you to retake them. And that's because we believe that learning sticks when you go over these things over and over again. So don't be in a rush to finish. Everything is paced. Your final assessment, you're going to get a date for it, and everyone will take it at the same time. So there's no need to think, oh, some persons are going to have access to these things before me. Everything is done, automatically. And also, I would like to add that, as Aderinsola has said, there are assignments to take, there are articles to read. Please make sure you engage with everything that is shared. It's not just about, watching the videos. And also, there are reviews, there are surveys that will be shared. This year's bootcamp is going a step higher than last year, and that's because some persons took time to give us feedback and reviews. So please, we look out for that while you are also taking your learning. Share your feedback on what can be done better. Share your feedback on how, those modules have impacted you, and it helps us to, give you better things for next year. And another thing to add is that, yes, there will be a learning community. You're also going to be onboarded there. Please make sure to network. I really like the fact that, friends were made when, other participants share their reviews. It's not just about 3 weeks or 3 months. It's about building network for a lifetime. So make sure to interact with people and try to make use of all the opportunities that this program is going to be giving to you. Lastly, we have an email for all support needs that you might have, LLI support@leapafrica.org. This email is going to be the one sending mails to you, and also where we expect you to ask your questions. So we look forward to providing answers to all your questions as timely as possible. So I think that's all from me. I'm super excited, and I can't wait for you to join us, to learn with Leap Leadership Institute online. So look forward to seeing you on Monday. Thank you, Aderinsola.
All right. Thank you very much, Sarah. Just as I said, you will be having a seamless journey on the LMS. So thank you so much for joining the call. Thank you very much for Virginia for staying on the call to the very end. I think that I'll just give it over to the senior programs coordinator and the learning lead, Ferdinand, to just close out, and so that we can all have a good weekend. All right, over to you, Ferdinand.
Right, thank you, Aderinsola, and thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Virginia, and Olamide. I think we did have a very insightful session. I mean, I don't think I have any other thing to add because a lot has been said, and like my colleague has said, we do have a support email. So if you have any further questions, I know they had dropped that in the chat. You can send, your questions, and we have a team on ground that is ready to answer. And so at this point, I think I'm just happy to say that we're happy to have you guys join us on the 25th, and looking forward to seeing how the journey is going to be. And yeah. I think that's it, basically it. We can just call it a day. So thank you everyone once again for joining, and looking forward to seeing how you're going to have a very wonderful learning experience. So thank you everyone, and have a good weekend.
Bye everyone.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you all.
Bye.